Play. Go live. This may be a mistake. The game isn't even started. Maybe it's gonna crash. Anyway, hello everyone. I'm live. Before the game. Ooh. I mean, it's a new game, right? And maybe that's the Let's Player in me that's talking, but I can't just start the stream, well, a new air quote series, directly in the menu. We gotta show off the intro sequence. I'm hoping this works. This better work. I tested it. It's supposed to work. Come on, YouTube. Show me the loading screen of... There you are. Three Kingdoms. There you go. Total War Three Kingdoms. That's what we're playing. It's made by these sponsors down there. Well, maybe not made. Sponsored by these sponsors. There you go. They paid for the... they in some fashion paid for this game to be made. And I'm glad that they did pay for that because it's a good game. I very much say it is a good game. It loads for a while though, so we got some time to talk. What should we... Oh, never mind. It's done loading. I do have a few disclaimers before we start, but I guess that's going to be after the cutscene then. Earth shall fall away. Luo Guanzhong. Guanzhong. Pronunciation is one of the disclaimers. We'll get back to that though.
In a momentary calm, blades are sworn together.
Oh.
Vowing to bring about
I wonder who these are.
and
I'm joking. I know who they are, of course.
the year is 190, and the Han Empire falters on the brink of destruction.
Oh no.
Brought low by corrupt eunuchs, and strong-armed by the despot Dong Zhuo.
This guy. Who looks evil, because that's how we remember him. This, I'm pretty sure, is Lu Bu, who we will never encounter, I'm pretty sure.
The fires of war erupt across a once peaceful realm.
Cao Cao. That's Cao Cao, by the way.
In the growing chaos, rebellions rise, and the Emperor's voice is drowned out by the tyrant's roar. The land suffers. Yet though they band together,
Definitely Lu Bu.
such a fragile alliance cannot hold forever.
Hey. The alliance it's talking about is between Cao Cao and Liu Bei. Not Pei. Liu Bei. Sometimes they pronounce it like kind of like a P though. Anyway, Total War Three Kingdoms. Surprisingly good game. I was pleasantly surprised when I tried it recently. So I want to share it with you guys because it's worth sharing. It's a good game. I keep saying that. It's true though. Anyway, a couple disclaimers. First off, pronunciation. I'm not horrible at pronouncing these names. For example, come on, you. I know well enough to pronounce this Cao Cao and not Cao Cao. Okay? It's Cao Cao. I know that. Okay? So I'm not the worst at pronouncing these names, but I will undoubtedly butcher at least some names. Don't get offended if I do. It's a thing. Second part of that disclaimer, if you're like, I'm gonna tell him how to pronounce it, go, you don't have to restrain yourself. Go for it. It's gonna be interesting information. But also don't get offended if I keep mispronouncing it. I'm not focused on learning pronunciation, I'm focused on playing the game. So that's the first disclaimer. Second disclaimer, I had a second one, I'm forgetting it right now. Completely forgot. While I'm trying to remember, I see there's at least a few viewers here. If you have a preference on what faction for me to play, go ahead and type it now. I asked this earlier in other streams, and I had one person say Cao Cao first. So for now, we're playing Cao Cao, but if you want to overturn that, now's your chance. What was the other thing I wanted to say? God damn it. I completely forget. Maybe just talk about the game in general. This game's good. Do I have anything else to say? Oh, it's very varied. That's one thing. Like, all these people have unique stuff. Of course, there's a lot of in common, but even so... Oh, disclaimer, my experience with it. That's what I wanted to say. I played, personal experience, Total War. This is very much a Total War game. I played the first 4 games of Total War, and what I played the most was Europa Barbarorum, which is a mod for Rome. But then I stopped playing Total War completely. Played a little bit of Europa Barbarorum 2, that's when it was being released. That's like the last time I played a Total War game. So I know Total War, but this has evolved a lot, and in the better, in my opinion. It still has some of the issues, but the new stuff has lessened the issues with Total War games. Total War games tended to be fun in the beginning, and then a complete boorish grind the later in the game you got. This has lessened it somewhat. Also removed like spies, diplomats, and stuff from the map, and it's just something you can just automatically do if you know the person. The one downside to that is you have to know the person. It's a little harder. Without spies on the map, it's a little harder to know what the map looks like. You know what your neighbors look like, and if you have trade with someone that's further away, you're going to know a little more. But it's still, like, you know, a little harder to have information on what's going on. Also, for this game specifically, I played a little bit with Cao Cao and Zheng Jiang when I was trying to learn the game. I didn't get very far with those games because I would just restart and move on. I've completed the game twice. I've won it twice. Once with Gongsun Zan and one with Shi Xie. They were both very different playthroughs, and that's what I'm enjoying. Zheng Jiang is completely different. I just started one with Huang Shao, which is, again, completely different. This is one of the good things about this game. Sure, there's a lot of similarities between the factions, but they're different enough that every playthrough like feels very much different. So that's good. Anyway, no one has expressed any preference for any faction, so I guess we're just going to go with Cao Cao. Cao Cao has credibility sometimes when it has accumulated for a while. It allows him, he can spend it to incite proxy wars and stuff. And apparently influence diplomatic relations. This is the one. I remember I played with this. That's a funny one, actually. I remember I tried this. I made Yuan Shao declare war on Liu Bei. And the way diplomacy works in this game is the AI has some point system on whether it should or not do something. And it's going to accept as long as the balance is 0 or plus. And it was plus whatever for Yuan Shao. So I could demand some things out of him. So I was like, declare war on Liu Bei and give me $4,000. And he accepted, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. That was the biggest scam. Like, go to war with this guy and pay me for it, right? You know? And then even more hilarious. I mean, he did that, but then the turn after he declared war on me, and I was like, oh, he discovered the scam. Oh no. I thought it was funny. I don't think that's why the AI did it, but I still think it's pretty funny. Anyway, Cao Cao, I guess. What does he do? Inside proxy wars, he also has these shock cavalry, which I think are just red cav. We'll get back to red and blue. Well, color codes in general. Low damage, but they're, you know, armored and shields and stuff. Unique buildings. Most factions have unique buildings. They don't all have it. Shizai doesn't, I think. Yeah, he only has, like... Well, he has some very powerful stuff, but they're neither units nor buildings. That seems interesting. We're gonna have to look at it in-game to know exactly what this does. This replaces conscription centers, I'm pretty sure. But it seems to do a lot more than it does, the normal conscription center does. That's like, you know, there's a lot of information here. But hey, is what we're doing with. Let's just go into it. Wait. No. We're playing Romans. Oh, this is the play button. Why did I forget what the play button was? Oh, hello, Manomer. have to say that I'm not familiar with the factions, so haven't got a preference. Are you not familiar with the era in general? So basic introduction to this era is, this is the end of the Han Dynasty, which is technically the second dynasty, but really the first dynasty didn't last for two full emperors. So can we really talk about a dynasty when it's really just one person? I don't know. Like, as soon as the second one came in, he got kicked out, and then the Han came in. Anyway, the Han is kind of a golden age in Chinese history, a little like the Roman Empire is for the Western civilization. And this is the end of it. It's breaking apart. The empire, the emperor lost all its authority, so a lot of warlords are kind of taking over. There was a big rebellion of the Yellow Turbans, they called themselves. It was earlier, but the game decided to keep them around. They're supposed to be gone by now, but, you know, for gameplay reasons, they're still around. And then after that rebellion, one warlord in particular took control of the empire, emperor. So the other warlords banded together to kick him out. The one warlord is Dong Shuo. It was mentioned in the cutscene. I know I can play as him. Where is he? Can I not? I thought I could. I'm insane. You can play as him in here, I'm pretty sure, though.
Not ignorant to the failings of the Hun,
can I not?
yet he will fight all
I guess I'm insane.
Cao Cao watches dynasties fall and tyrants rise.
I guess I'm
Let the
insane.
seen power slip
I thought
into
you
the
could play
hands
as
of undeserving,
Dong Shuo.
and through the chaos, plots apart.
Okay, officially insane. Whatever. Anyway, warlords take over, and really Cao Cao was winning, actually. He beat Yuan Shao, which was preeminent, as it says, preeminent commander. Yuan Shao had a lot of resources, but eventually ended up being less competent than Cao Cao, so Cao Cao was just more talented, better, just had less money and resources. Still beat him, and then he was controlling the north, and then he chased Liu Bei out of here, and then there was a battle around here. Sun Jian and his lineage, really, were establishing themselves down here. There was a big battle between Cao Cao and Wu, as the kingdom was going to be called. Apparently Liu Bei, participated after his flight down south. The point is, though, Cao Cao should have won, but had a catastrophic defeat. That's the Battle of Red Cliffs. If you're interested, there's some great movies and stuff and whatnot. A lot of this is a very romanced era, and that battle in particular is a big turning point. So Cao Cao loses here, and then a stalemate happens because the Sun family is allowed to form its Wu kingdom down in the south. Liu Bei manages to form a kingdom in the southwest, that would be Shu, and then Cao Cao has the north with Wei. And then it's a big old stalemate that lasts forever. Hello, Tim, by the way. That lasts forever until eventually people give up, and then Wei wins, except it's not even Cao Cao anymore. Cao Cao at some point hires Sima Yi as advisor, and the Simas are going to take over. As you can see, I didn't buy this DLC because I don't care about that part of the story, but by here, it's all about the Simas. Anyway, we're going to beat Cao Cao. Let's just go.
Embers rise, stark against the night. The tyrant Dong Zhuo wields the flames of destruction. Luo Yang burns. Chaos ignites as the power of the eunuchs is crushed. In the pyre, the Han falters. Opportunity glimmers in the darkness. One's weakness is another's strength. Cao Cao observes and prepares. The moment approaches. Order will be restored, no matter the cost.
They didn't use his nickname, which is interesting.
China is in turmoil. The great empire of the
She's
Han,
talking a lot.
stretching back ages beyond counting, is being devoured by corruption. The yellow turbans, thousands strong,
I mean,
began raising their
maybe
banners in
it would be,
rebellion,
but
and Caesar demanding was
I would
placed
have to
in
switch the game
response,
text in Chinese
those
for
loyal to the emperor
all the
rose
game, and I don't know
and
about
put
that, but
down the rebellion.
you mean the devs should have done that? I don't know. Not everyone is that deep into watching dubbed scenes. Subbed, rather, not dubbed. You know what I mean. Anyway, Cao Cao was nicknamed the hero of chaos. Because, like, in times of peace, he's a competent administrator, but in times of chaos, he just thrives. He kind of got that reputation. We're gonna have to, as well, because we're right in the middle of everything. We kind of start in the middle of everything. It's not like Gongsun Zan, who's at the top, who doesn't have to worry about all his frontier borders. It's pretty straightforward for him. Cao Cao's very much in the middle of everything. Come on, load in. You got this game. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun. This is longer than I expected, even. It's got a loaded mini cutscene too, because it's gonna tell me about Luo Yang being burnt, if I remember correctly. It always does that.
The flames have run their course. Luoyang is nothing but rubble now. It is the work of the tyrant Don Zhuo, who now wields power unchecked. He absconds with the Emperor in tow. He is barbaric, but not altogether unwise. As long as he controls the court, he controls the Empire.
One weird thing.
I shall be an able subject.
Okay. They referenced the nickname here. I forgot about that.
What of the coalition, my lord? They have...
The coalition is finished. They have lost their bite. But perhaps they can be rallied into something resembling their old strength.
So this is not historically accurate, but necessary for the game to happen.
There is no other.
The coalition did take down Dongsho before breaking apart.
Whether long or short depends not on heaven alone.
What did I want to mention? The load screen. The weird thing about the load screen, you saw it was one of 4. It had 4 messages it could give me. And ideally you'd want it to cycle through all the messages as the load screen happens. But it never manages to get out of the first message before the loading ends. And I'm like, I'm not gonna sit through 3 more messages of you just talking when the game is finally loaded and I can just play, you know? So, missions. The first missions are always trying to make you explore the things that are specific to your factions. Kind of. They're also more generic, like, well, you should... This is how you beat an army. You should, you know, capture settlements, and you should build things and have an army and stuff. There's some generic stuff, but a lot of them also make you explore the more unique parts of your faction, which is important. So anyway, we need to... oh, it warns us about these 2. And then we should be conquering Han people. Former Han, anyway. And then we should beat up this dude. This is our tutorial fight. Welcome to the game. Alright. It has pins. The very first game, it has pins like this. So he... Let's turn, because there's kind of a dot in the way. I don't know about that. Yuan Shao has failed to maintain a coalition. Maybe we should fight him. We'll see about that. Wang Shao. Wang Shao has issues, but we'll get back to them, I suppose. Anyway, I don't know how much you remember about my Total War playthrough of Europa Barbarum 2, but it's similar, where you have your armies walking around on the map and you have your settlements. It's a bit different too, but we'll get back to that. Oh my god, that's a lot of ancillaries. Okay, we're gonna start with just a simple let's fight the army. I could delegate very easily here, but to show you what the battles look like, I suppose we're going to start battle. One of the good things about this game, I feel like, is it's a lot easier to delegate. Not that the button's bigger or anything, but back when I was playing Total War, it was like Total War Rome, for example. To recover from losses, you had to get back to a settlement that can recruit that unit type and retrain them or something. Here, as long as you're in friendly territory, they kind of slowly recover, and that's that. And if you're inside the settlement, it goes a little faster, but you get my point. It's so much easier to recover from losses, you don't have to minimize it as much as possible. You can just, if it doesn't matter, you can just delegate and be done with it. And it makes the campaigns flow a lot better. So here I would normally just delegate, because I don't need to take no losses. I'm fine. It would go a little faster. I don't, need to try to do better than a decisive victory. This, by the way, is very consistent. This tells you exactly what's going to happen if you delegate. Decisive victory means we're probably, with delegate, we would probably lose 50 to 100 troops. Not much more than that, and then he would die. I'm going to show the battles too, though. Tutorialize! Let's go! This is the time to tutorialize, and then we can just, you know, move on with the campaign. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm playing this game in Romance mode. Romance mode, there's two modes, historical and Romance. Hello, Cao Cao. Guess I'm gonna let him talk.
These people, these bickering people, they stack so well. It makes them easier to order, to control. I alone will bring peace to China. Those who stand against me will vanish.
Why would you want to fight a night battle? I don't think I can. You need to have a certain perk on one of your generals to be able to do it. Night battles will... if the other army doesn't have a general that can fight night battles, like you do, the other army will have a morale penalty and I think a fatigue penalty to it. The other effect of night battles is it cuts out any reinforcing armies. So if there's other enemy armies nearby, they would reinforce. Same with your armies. If you have other friendly armies nearby, they would reinforce as well. Night battles, as far as I know they cut out the enemy reinforcements. I think they also cut out your own reinforcements. Maybe unless your reinforcing armies can do night battles. I don't know. It can cut out reinforcements, is my point. It makes it more of a 1v1. Can be useful for that as well. But yeah, that's night battles. Anyway, Romance mode, I was going to say. Basically, the characters are superheroes and they act as such, and they're on the field and they're there and they're just doing stuff. And they're very powerful. Historical mode looks more like what Total War Rome would have looked like, where the generals is one normal dude accompanied by a ton of heavily armored guards. It's a good unit in combat, but when you use it, you know, you run the risk of your general dying because he's a normal, well-armored, but normal dude. I mean, you can still run the risk of losing your generals by using them in fights, but it's less likely. General, I would expect you need troops that have been trained to fight at night. So the troops are considered retinues of a certain character. So if the character has the trait that enables night battles, presumably he trained, especially his retinue, but I guess that extends to the whole army, he trained his troops to do night battles. We'll get back to characters and what all that looks like in a while. Alright, cavalry. I'm gonna get the cavalry on the side. I also like to have my archers on a group. Actually, I should have that with the cat. Nah, I'm gonna leave it with the army. It's fine. These are gonna try to flank. I like to have the archers in their own groups just so I can target them more easily without having to go select them. Sometimes it's a little bit sketchy. So these are our troops. You also have the generals. They have abilities, so this is not a passive, it's an active. So I can, chance I can use this every 2 minutes. And when he uses it for 30 seconds, everything around him is going to have 1900% more charge resistance and 100% more melee evasion. Oh, and unbreakable. Unbreakable means they cannot, well, break morale-wise. So they're going to stick around on the battlefield forever. And this guy, that's just a damage ability. He's going to do 1.9k splash damage. That's not the most damaging thing, but it's more about reducing speed. It's more of an anti-hero thing, to be honest, because it also increases the cooldown of abilities. I don't know what kind of ability this guy has. He can increase the range block chance. So that's kind of what this is looking like right now. Let's just get started. Maybe I shouldn't have them walking through farms. It seems complicated, overly complicated for no reason. Whatever. They'll figure it out. That's a road, right? Yeah. Feels threatened by the cavalry, I assume. If I do this, the problem is my generals are on horses. They're going to get way far ahead. But whatever. Generals are going to be fine. Let's distract the archers, maybe. I don't know that the archers are necessarily... Oh. That's something that can happen too, duels. I should win the duel, so sure, why not? Now this is something you can interrupt, but if you interrupt it, you lose... Oh, you can run away. Precisely. He leaves the battlefield if you click that button. You can also interrupt it by, I don't know, trying to shoot this dude. If you interrupt, he's going to stay around, but then it's minus 15 morale for everybody permanently. Then again, maybe that's better than just straight up losing your general, you know? So, not necessarily a terrible idea. Anyway, they're going to be fighting. Get wrecked! Really, they're going to be fighting for a while. We're going to hamstring him for good measure.
Go for the legs.
Do it. Do it. Get wrecked. Maybe I should have waited for them to be around here, but they wouldn't necessarily have advanced that far. Anyway. Alright. Also, we'll see too many naked fanatics in this one. Nope. Maybe the Nanman have some naked fanatics, but I don't think so. We're not going to see many Nanman anyway. They're kind of far from us. Oh, the archers are in range. Alright. I'm basically confusing their formation, because they have threats on multiple fronts now. They still haven't shot anything down somehow. Okay, this guy's trying to charge us. Let's just go. Gonna get closer with you. Just a better encircled dude. Oh, they got caught by the swords. Huh. We're gonna go help them with a little bit of a buff. Alright. cavalry, deal with this. My spearmen are getting stuck up. Okay, I'm gonna tell them to stop because friendly fire is a thing. Oh, Siardoon is done killing the dude. Excellent. They are routing. They are routing. We won. You win when every unit in the enemy is routing. Not of duels. Only most shameless means. Oh, they're respected by all the troops. You saw my spearmen get stuck on the fucking duel. They didn't know how to get around these idiots, but you know, whatever. You can stick around and actually capture everyone. I would have made more money out of the captured troops, but like whatever. I don't need it. I'm not gonna spend the time on it. I usually only bother when he's not going to auto die at the end, and I really need him to take the losses, you know? Correct.
It is just as it should be.
This is still there, but he's gonna die because he had a little flag that says
May they remember my
they're gonna die if they lose. We win, and then the game suggests we should go get this. I think. Chen Paisian. More experience for Cao Cao. Okay. It's a bunch of messages we've already seen. We are admirable, apparently. Nice. It's funny. I said I was gonna get back to stats and generals. Alright, let's look at Cao Cao. Alright, all the characters have these 5 stats. They're color-coded. The color code is very important. We'll get back to that. Well, it's very coded if you want, you know, to quickly know what the hell's going on. And then you get these abilities. So this guy, Cao Cao, currently has all these abilities. He has this. He could have all these too as well. Oh, decreased cooldown of abilities. That's interesting. Faction support, faction-wide. Discipline for the enriching new. That's not too bad. I'm not in love with the... Shut up! I'm not in love with his things, but that's okay, I guess. They also have equipment. And then you can, you know, spend some time trying to min-max those. I'm not sure I would want to give it to you. Authority, satisfaction. Authority is good. He's an authority person. Alright. Bear with me real quick. I want to check everyone's equipment. This is a resolve character. Maybe I just give him that. Please give him that. Thank you. Maybe this? More replenishment for the army. Anyway. You see, when they level up, you get to pick another skill. There's some skills that are more administrative in nature and some skills that are more combat oriented. It's kind of a mishmash. So the blue characters are the ones that tend to have access to night battles, but there's a bit of this guy doesn't have it either, I don't think. Do I have anyone that has it? Night battles, there you are. Composure. It enables fire arrows and night battles for this army. Yeah, see? Diminish morale and cause fatigue, unless they're also... Oh yeah, and if the armies don't have this ability, they don't reinforce. That's what I was saying. Anyway, color-coded characters. What do colors do? Give me a second. Reforms. This is your tech tree. It's going to be easier to help you understand. So there's a lot of aspects in the game. Economically, blue is cunning. It's strategy. It's trade and commerce and spying too, actually. It's also, in terms of troop types, archers. You can see this is the ultimate archer, the Onyx Dragon. Well, kind of ultimate archer. Anyway. So if you're focusing on blue, you're focusing on commerce and stuff. Purple is industry. expertise, it's called in terms of stats, but it's industry, commerce, income, it's mines and stuff. In terms of troop types, it's like swordsmen slash axemen slash whatever, that kind of thing. Infantry. Yellow is government in general. Also income from peasants, from just straight up taxes of peasants. Anti-corruption, administration. That sort of boring thing that's not really boring, it's very important. In terms of troop types, it's like light cav, I think. That's not even yellow dragon, that's a purple troop. What? Yeah, it's kind of light cav, it's not, well, heavy sword cav. It's cavalry, but it's never impressive, is my point. I don't know about the yellow troop types. In terms of commanders, the yellow commanders are more support type thing. The blue as well. I forgot to mention. The purple commanders tend to be very good defensively, but not necessarily damaging. They tend to all have access to this thing, tenacity. The longer they are in the fight, the more damage they do. There's also a version that makes them tougher to kill, that gives them more evasion and stuff. Anyway, let's just color code. I'm trying to go real quick on what the color codes mean. Red is military, obviously. I don't have much more to say. It's just military buildings, military replenishment, stuff like that. In terms of troops, it's heavy cav. Cataphracts are over here. I saw that traits have colors too. Are they related to these stats? Yes, kind of. Give me a second. Green is food production in general. Not in general. Basically, food production, period. In terms of troop types, it's the spearmen, pikemen, the G, which are halberd type things. They tend to be weak to arrows because a lot of the spearmen don't actually have shields, but some of them do. Anyway, food. In terms of, I forgot. Red generals and blue generals are the damage, the frontline damage heroes in general. The red ones tend to be better against troops and the green ones better against heroes, but you know, they can still fight heroes slash troops, vice versa. They're not too shabby against the other ones, but yeah, those are the more warrior type heroes. In terms of stats, I mean, you can see what they do. There's a more admin side to it and a more combat side. So expertise, that's the purple one, makes you harder to hit, you know, defensive stuff, but it also reduces the cost of building things. Increases general health and population growth. Supplies, which no one cares about. Ammunition, really important if you want to be shooting for a while. Extending the use of your archers, you know. More damage, less recruitment cost. More morale and more satisfaction, but satisfaction only if you're like really important, like Cao Cao is. And in general, they're gonna, you know, I don't know, help you. In general, a yellow character is going to, well, he's going to be able to recruit yellow troop types more. So they're not very useful in terms of generals, but yeah. Like if we research advanced red type of troops, mostly only these generals are going to be able to recruit them, etc. So I don't know how else to really. We're just going to play and you're going to get a feel for it, I suppose. I'm trying to get through it real quick, but we're going to get a better feel for it as we play, I think. I wanted to say something. I forgot. Whatever. Game wants us to get this. We're gonna go get this. No mercy. Alright, let's just delegate.
My ambition is coming to
That's about where I expected it. We're gonna occupy the thing.
We shall enjoy the spoils.
We win the mission! Wow! We're establishing order. We need to build a building in our capital. Alright, whatever. we're going to be doing that, I'm sure. Now, in terms of the map, it seems to be very big, isn't it? It is very big. That's kind of what it is. It's very, very, very big. We don't know very many people on it. Oh, wait. When you say traits have colors, you mean the traits down here? Yes. Well, you know, this is a yellow trait. It's going to increase authority. This is a red one and increases instinct. It's more a way to quickly see what's what. So this map is divided into counties. So Peixian, Suyang, etc. All these counties are grouped by commanderies. This is the Chen commandery. See, this is part of Chen, and this is also part of Chen. We don't own it. Han Empire does. We just captured this one. There's always a capital. This is your main city. It's where you build your buildings in general. And then these are basically extra buildings that also give you access to resources. Resources don't do anything by themselves, but some buildings require you to have certain resources. It's kind of whatever. You don't have to spend too much time thinking about it. Tension conscription helps food production, reduces population growth though. I don't know about that. +2 starting rank for all recruits. You can see what the buildings are gonna become after a while. That's what I thought. The other unique building chain for Cao Cao is actually these, specifically the farmland building chains. I wonder what they've got more. Oh, they reduce military building construction, replenishment. I think this is mostly replenishment and building construction cost. That's different. Anyway, and what does Tontian give towards the end? Oh man. More movement range for local armies. Was more referring to the traits on the right side, e.g. dutiful, energetic, etc. Oh, I can get back to that then. Give me a second. Okay, I'm just exploring what the new stuff is. These traits are just character traits. So, suspicious. He's a suspicious person. That's what it gives him. In terms of opinions, he's gonna not like people that are ambitious, people that are powerful, I guess. I don't know. And he disregards trustworthiness. Not a very good trait, is it? In terms of... Like, you see, yeah, that's the affected. Now, the color is just... It's color-coded to be like, well, this is a trait of people that are more like in the authority category, so it gives authority. It's not... the color is not that important. One thing to note, all of the characters are separated into these into these 5 colors. So Cao Cao is a commander. Yellow is commander. Zeldun is a champion. Yeah. Commander, that's Sentinel, that's Vanguard. And the one we're missing is Strategist. It's blue. Cunning. But there's also a subtype. This guy is a maker of ways. Cao Ren is a brave hunter, ambitious tycoon, hot-headed officer. For a lot of the unique characters, Cao Cao, Xiao Dun, Xiao Huan, very unique characters. Do I have... Okay. Next time we're going to get candidates, we're going to get a whole lot more generic characters. For a lot of the generic characters, they all have a slew of different types that come here. This type, well, affects their stats, clearly. You can see he adds melee damage to all melee cavalry. Not just his, everyone, but only if he's heir, prime minister, or the actual faction leader. Anyway, that's his thing. and it determines what's accessible down here. So you're gonna have like, I remember for strategists, you have like negotiators, you have rogues, you have advisors, you have a whole bunch of like different types. Anyway, I'm getting lost into the details, the unimportant details. Unimportant right now. Let's build a thing. What do we want to build? I feel like we need to get our economy going more than our Tuntian conscription, but it's tempting to just do this. It's tempting to do this, but I think we need to do this. We need to help our peasant income. It's going to increase it by 10%, so it's just it would just be $17 more, and it adds 10 upkeep, so just $7. It's not that big of a deal. Tax collection is a thing, but we don't have the public order to do it. Honestly, this is what we need to build, but... Oh, wait, hold on. Assignments. That would help. That would also help, technically. I think for now we do Tsauren, because we're going to want to be building. It will only take effect next turn, so this is perfect because we get to do something else next turn as well. 20 conscription, and then we get to build this up. This is going to increase the amount of population that can be in the city, but it also eventually increases the number of building slots. Where is it? Settlement administration. Like here we get another building slot here as well, but then here, yeah, it stays at 6 from here. Anyway, you have a side quest to build a certain building. Not a certain one, but I have a side quest to build a building in here. So that's what I'm doing. And I sent him an assignment. It's trying to tell me that I could have a chancellor. For these titles, it doesn't matter who you put in. The stats are going to be the same in terms of the benefits they give. All of these will just increase peasant income rate by 15%. Income from peasantry by 15%. And then administrator, once we have one, now their benefits will depend on the stats of whoever we put in there. One thing to note is that people have a certain degree of satisfaction, so giving them a title will help their satisfaction and keep them. If satisfaction reaches 0, they're going to leave. Another thing to note is that these titles do not stop you from being a general. You saw I could give this to Xiao Dun. It won't take him out of Cao Cao's army. He's still going to be there. What is more you cannot be on an assignment and be in an army, and I think you can't be administrator and be on an assignment, but like otherwise these don't stop you from doing anything really. They're just there. Do you need to have 3 concubines here like in CK3? No, you can manage. Oh, you're reminding me that I should try to marry Tsauren. You can marry your people. It costs a lot. Shizi down here is a faction that focuses a bit more on your family and makes it like half cost to marry your people. And yeah, anyway. No. If the person is part of your family, he doesn't cost you a salary though. We have 2 people costing us salary. That would be the 2 Xiao Dun and Xiao Yuan. Everybody else is part of our family. This is our wife, and everybody else is a Cao. Do we know... Oh, we don't know Sun Jian. That's unfortunate. I would love... Because Sun Jian has children, including a very powerful daughter that is about the same age as Cao Ren. I would love to marry the 2 and get access to Sun Shanxiang for myself. Well, she's Sunren in this game, but whatever. I should probably distribute this to someone. Oh, give me a second. Girlfriend is here. Alright, good talk. She's gonna be working from home from now until like in 2.5 hours. She's gonna be working right next to me. Hopefully I don't bother her, and vice versa. Anyway, that's gonna be happening. I should probably just end turn, get it moving. Oh wait, no, Chancellor. I want a Chancellor. So probably somehow he's the least satisfied. How are you the least satisfied? You're doing something. Desires higher court position. You're kind of a dick. Alright, whatever. Here, have it. I don't care. Have your satisfaction. Oh. And then I can invoke the council to get more missions. He wants us to build a settlement administration type because we are overpopulated. Sui Yang has reached the maximum. We're gonna do that next turn. That was my plan. Increasing this, or this also, you see the garrison over here? Increasing it is going to increase the defenses of this settlement quite a bit. So it's important for that too. Also, our capital currently does not have walls. It has walls at level 4, if I remember correctly. 4 is the magic number. Yep, that's the one that adds walls. We're going to want to reach that. Otherwise, it's a little too easy to lose your capital. Anyway, end turn. Let's see what everyone else is doing. There's a lot of characters, aren't there? So in this game, you know how in Total War, there's a bunch of... At the start of the game, there's a ton of settlements that are Grey Flag, air quote, rebels. Like, the rebels are part of the Grey Flag faction and when they're rebelling. And all the neutral settlements are also part of the air quote rebel faction. This game kind of separates the two. The Han Empire plays the role of the neutral, about to get wrecked because they're too, passive. About to get wrecked and conquered by warlords. It plays that role, and then the Yellow Turbans actually play the role of the rebels. If, for some reason, one of our settlements reaches, like, minus 100... minus 100 public order, or whatever it was called, I forget. Oh yeah, we need to have more units. Yeah, whatever. Public order, that's exactly it. If that reaches minus 100 total, there's going to be a rebellion happening, and it's going to be a Yellow Turban army spawning next to the settlement, and then trying to take it. That's just how it works. Alright. So this is going to take one less turn, cost less money. This is great. Feels great. Do it. It's going to help with the overpopulation. There's a settlement right here. Can I just take it? Alright, let's just go take it then. It is the capital too, that's nice. Though I will say, I do also want this. Whatever. I'm also supposed to recruit. Now, in every army, you can only have 3 characters, and each character can only have 6 armies. So the army size is quite capped. So we could recruit See how you won in this army and get a bit more mounted militia, or whatever. I don't know about this. Or we could start another army. Oh, note. We have candidates! This is a local hero type person. This is a lookout. This is an officer. Anyway. They show up here. It's gonna cost 1,000 more to get him on the field because you're also spending $1,000 hiring the character to hit it to your court. You can recognize them, other than the recruitment cost, you can recognize them because they don't have satisfaction. They're not part of your court, technically. Rebels, jackals, vultures. Something like that. Oh, and notice I can't take Sauron. This is the guy I sent on an assignment, so he's unavailable. Like I said, assignments stop you from being in an army. It can't be both. Did I just put him in? Ah, what the heck? Sure. Two arms! He does, you know... He still has to mobilize. So he has access to the basic types of the other troop types, but he has access to better red troops. This guy has access to even better red troops because he's level 3, so he has access to the unique red type. The unique unit, which is accessible to everybody, but he also has access to better green type. And this is the heavy Tiger Leopard. Costs a lot in upkeep, but whatever. He also has access to better yellow troops. Oh, he has crossbows? Oh, he has crossbows. Crossbows only have 13 shots though, that's terrible. I mean, that's still like better. It's only 110 upkeep. Cao, do you have anything that boosts archers? Way over there. Also, not really. I don't know. I don't know about this. I don't know why he has access to archers. Alright, well, whatever. This is enough. Let's just go crush this. Exactly, Cao. Close victory. The game doesn't like our chances as much, but you know what? I don't think we need to minimize losses. Oh, they have more troops. It's our heroes making the difference, basically. Also, this is a town. The AI, when it's crossbows forever, they have their uses. Crossbows do a lot of armor negating damage, but archers are faster and stuff. I don't know. The AI tends to underestimate the amount of damage towers can do, so I don't like controlling an assault on a city. I love defending a city because I do a lot more with it than the AI ever does, but
This place is ours.
yeah. Oh, mission successful. Hold 3 settlements is our new mission. Done! Send any character on assignment. Done! And now we need to reach ranks, which is probably a good time to tell you, how do we win a game? There's a very specific way to win a game. There's only one way, technically. Anyway. Yeah, those are the characters that are newly available. Those two are friendly because they fought together. Characters get relations and whatnot. It's a thing. Anyway, ranks. I'm a noble. It's the worst rank possible. But I get prestige by getting bigger and stuff. There's buildings that give prestige. Admin office. This building gives prestige. Quite a bit of prestige. These resources tend to give prestige as well. They'll end up giving like 10 or 15 when they're fully built. 15. Yeah, it's like 5, 5, 10, 10, 15. This is the same. Anyway, you get prestige by doing stuff like that. There's also other ways, I think, but they're rarer. Usually you just, get bigger and you're gonna get more prestige. European titles are kinda out of place. I mean, they're understandable. It's the equivalent of... We are talking about 3 kingdoms, and there were duchies before. Like, Marquis is a bit weird, but whatever. I don't know how accurate it is. It doesn't really matter. It's something that you can understand, really. That the audience can understand. Anyway, as we get bigger, we get, more advantages, more things we can do. You notice that I can only have a chancellor. Once we increase in rank, we can get, I think an administrator, and these 2 open, or it's the other rank. Anyway, more ranks open up as we increase in rank. And once we reach king, shit happens. So emperor, it unlocks some really powerful units. Cancels. You can't be allied with other wannabe emperors. So, as it says, once a faction leader has earned enough prestige to be named king, they will also claim the right to rule and proclaim themselves emperor, which will make their capitals seats of great power. However, faction leaders can also become emperor by capturing these seats as demonstration of their influence. So, technically, the way the game tries to present it is the first 3 people to reach king status will declare themselves emperor. Their capital becomes an emperor seat, and then to win the game you have to own the 3 seats and 95 counties. Asterisk, the 95 counties also count your vassals. You don't have to directly own everything, and you really don't want to have to own everything. At the end of the game, you're just trying to vassalize, because corruption is going to kick you in the nuts if you try to own everything directly. The way it actually works is, if 3 AI are going to reach kingdom before you, they will declare themselves emperor, blah blah blah. As soon as you yourself reach king status, you and the 2 highest prestige AI are going to declare yourselves emperor. Whether or not the AI are king level yet, doesn't matter at all. It's just going to happen, so that the game can keep moving at your pace rather than at the AI pace. So you don't have to wait for the AI to get to a certain level. You don't have to wait for the AI. You don't have to let the AI get big, and you don't have to wait for them to get big before actually winning the game. If you get to king and there aren't already 3 AI big enough to be king, it's just going to keep moving. Alright, don't have to worry about it. Anyway, you win the game by essentially... Once you get big enough, it's about taking down the other 2 big guys, taking their capitals specifically. One thing to note, though, is that the AI, when that happens, the AI changes its capitals, and I noticed every time it happens that they tend to put their capital the furthest possible away from you. Like, when I was Gongsun Zan, Wu owns all of this territory, and he has its capital here. When this happens, he's like, my capital's here now. Which is stupid. And when I'm here, Wu owns a big chunk here, but then he's conquering this way. And then when I'm here, and I get to kingdom, Shizi cannot actually get a seat himself, but once I got to kingdom, 3 AI got the seat. Wu got it again, and he moved his capital, whoop, here. Because, that's the furthest away from my capital. Yeah, it is considered to play. I mean, like I said, this game flows a lot better than the other Total War games, and this is part of it. I approve. I wholeheartedly approve of how they handle this. This is, it would be really boring if you had to wait for the AI to get good before you could actually win the game. I mean, come on. So, it's a good thing they did that. Alright. I think we're done with this turn. The turns are going to get faster once I stop trying to explain everything, by the way. Don't worry. I'm being overly explanatory. One thing to note that is going to happen, it happens every game that I start, whether or not I finish it. Happens pretty early too. Exactly this I was about to tell you. Cao Song gets murdered by this asshole, who is our eastern neighbor. And then we're like... Crush them! Vengeance! Or just, you know, don't do that. Crush them though, because fuck them. That John. I lost a valuable pawn. Shut up. It's his father. Cao Song is our father. Family tree. Cao Song. Father. You know? It's yeah, okay, whatever. Anyway. Do we know Wu? That would be important. We don't know Wu yet. Sorry, Sun Jian. Quick deals. Another thing I forgot to check. Trade agreement. Okay, some people want to trade. That's good. I don't... Kongzhou? Liu Dai? Liu Chong? I think I'm most likely going to attack Liu Dai and Liu Chong, so let's trade with Kongzhou. Even though it's not the most valuable deal, we're gonna go with that. Yeah, moving the capital as far away as possible when the weekend the player is strong seems like a brilliant strategy. It's a delaying strategy. Also, in theory, they're the strongest AI on the board. Just saying. They're weaker than me, but that's because I'm good. No, but with Shizi, Shizi is where my second game was Shizi. Shizi is where I really realized that this was the behavior. But one thing too is Shizi cannot get a seat himself. So I was letting the AI get big, Wu specifically get big. And then once I saw that as soon as I got Kingdom, the other Wu I think had reached Kingdom, but not the other two that got the seat. Like one of them was a vassal to the other one. What the hell's happening there? But once I saw that happen, I was like, oh, I didn't have to let Wu get big. I could have just attacked him and not. Okay, anyway. But Wu was... I'm way down south, and Wu was conquering over here, right? So I had a gigantic alpha strike on his lens over here and wrecked him. But, because all his armies were up here. But so I still won pretty easily in the end, but it was like I didn't have to let him get this big. Now I want to negotiate. He's at plus 2.1, so I can always just, you know, request that he pays me for this. He won't be paying me very much, but oh my god, yeah, very much not. 200? 215? Okay, no. About 210. There we go. I would normally not really negotiate for so little, but I'm poor. I want money. Alright, it's a lot at this point in the game. Oh, it's winter. I cannot go very far. Kind of. I kind of want it. But now we're at war with Tao Qian. I kind of want to fight him. I could recruit here. The one issue with recruiting here instead of where I was is the troop levels. When I was here, I could recruit stuff that was level 3. Because of that. +2 starting rank for all recruits. I'm thinking of going back here, getting some recruit going, and then next turn we charge in. We try to all in. I need more archers in this. Ideally, I'd have a archer cavalry, but I don't. I think I'm gonna have to put them on Cao Cao because he's the only one that can recruit crossbows, and I'd rather crossbows than peasant, militia, archer. Also, by the way, I'm pretty sure the AI gets to move his capital for free. Costs money normally, but you know, whatever. I'm over it. Whatever. Yeah, my front line is 5 infantry. I only have 1 unit of archer. Archers are actually pretty strong, all things considered. I'm gonna take a couple of these. And maybe increase with a couple of these. I wish he had something useful other than, like, these, but whatever. He's eventually going to turn into a heavy tiger and leopard cavalry leader, but we're not there yet. I guess we're going to add a couple of these. We still have about 1,000 income. That's not too bad, I suppose. What else are we doing? This is still building stuff. Like there's nothing we can build. Armies have moved, characters. Yeah, this is an easy one. Teching. You're gonna see next turn, actually. I don't have to tell you. For this faction, not every faction techs the same, but we have the Reform branch that I showed you earlier. The factions that have that basically choose one tech to adopt every spring. Every year is separated in 5. 5 is a weird number, I know. It's... Thank you. I did that. Eugen. Sure. Anyway. What was I saying? I was gonna say something intelligent. Oh yeah. Turn 4, yeah. It's the 4 seasons plus an added harvest season. I don't know if you heard the air quotes, but I put air quotes on harvest. Yeah, this seems fine. Let's go attack him. Hopefully he can't stop me. Yeah, this seems fine. Maybe he's gonna add an army to it, but I'll just deal with it. What do I want? Charge speed, mighty knockback. Running speed seems good, but... The problem is half my cav is on one general and the other is on the other, so when I want them to run to wherever, like half my cav is gonna be 25% faster than the other half, which is silly. Encourage seems good. Block chance for melee cav as well. Oh, and more assignments because I'm the faction leader. This is fantastic, actually. Huo Shanshu, Guojia. Gained rank, I'm not sure why. And now I can build stuff. What do I want to build? Kinda want to build this. Kinda want to build this to get more buildings. It also opens up more building options. I think we'll go with this. It's costly though, jeez. Oh my god. Everything's horrible. They have a temple? And I need to oh boy. Alright. I think we just do this. Costs almost all my money. And we send Lady Biana on an assignment to get more money. That should be worth quite a bit. We've moved. Teching. You're not allowed to enter until you've teched. What do we want? More income from peasantry. Seems logical, but I don't know about that one. We're eventually going to want this. Because this is the path that allows us to build better... I think we're going to want to focus on food and peasant income. But trade is always an easy... Trade is always an easy income source. Basically always. I am full on trade agreements, but I could get another one. Peace. Taoqian. No thanks. The thing is, hold on. If I take this, I get access to another trade deal. That could be a quick and easy, at least 300 now, and eventually more, but... Is there anyone? There was Liu Dai and Liu Chong, but I didn't really want to trade with either of them. So I'm not sure if I want that. This increases population growth and it opens up the food, a lot of the food chain upgrades. This is more industry, like I said. Well, it starts with commerce, but a lot of this is industry and mines. There's also the question of what do I want to focus. Ideally, you'd like to focus on getting one of the dragons. Jade dragons? Is that what we want? I don't know about that. Maybe what we want is the yellow dragons, which are not yellow at all. They seem strong. Good against shields. You're using the character with the proxy wars. Can you be an arms dealer? Arms dealer, no, but yes, I am using the proxy wars. I think I'm just gonna go for this. I'm gonna want one of these at some point. Oh, this is what I'm gonna want too. I think I'm gonna want to focus on government a bunch. Government on one hand and food on the other. More government than food, I think. So let's just do this for now, because I don't have the buildings ready for these two. That's gonna be it, I guess. Ah, the reinforcements. Am I still supposed to win that battle? I'm about to find out, I suppose. Brute of unmatched power, Dian Wei is recruited. Okay. Eugen seems like a unique character, which is nice. And then Dian Wei. Who's our heir right now? It's our P. Oh, I get to level them up. That seems strong, but you need your health to be below 20%. I don't know about that. Scare is good. That's also good. That's also very good, actually, as an administrator. 20%. If we're gonna be focusing on peasantry income, that's actually really good. But we're probably gonna want Dian Wei to be fighting, though. Yeah, we're gonna go this way. There's a lot of really good buffs this way. Chaff must be promptly excised. Okay, let's go with that. I think we're gonna starve him out. He says violent defeat. We starve out. If he attacks us, he's not gonna have the benefit of his city towers, and I'm relatively confident I can beat him in that situation. I've got plenty of cavalry, I just need to outmaneuver him, basically. I don't have archer cavalry, so I don't, should be fine. But then, of course, this takes a while, and we're not really defending the other side, and there are enemies. Oh, Liu Chong. He's doing quite well, it seems. Good for them. Well, nothing else to do, really. End turn. See if he attacks us. No, he doesn't. We get to just starve him out. Now, it's worth noting he's not going to have taken attrition yet. This looks like a unique character. I don't... Zunyu! Oh yeah, that is a unique character, actually. I think. It's worth noting, there was turns until supplies deplete. It's at 0 now. It wasn't at 0 before, so... Results the same, but he's gonna start taking attrition now. So we can keep checking until we actually win this. Yujin, the one with no E. Gojia, who's also... That is a unique portrait. The astute advisor. Well, we don't have a cunning character, so this might be a good recruit, but then it's a little bit of a trap to be just recruiting every competent character this early, because they all cost income, well, salary specifically, and if they're not doing anything, you're just kind of wasting money. Sure, it also means they might, you know, be hired by other people, and that's sad. You're not going to have access to them later, but that's not the kind of investment you should be doing right now. Hiring opportunity. I just said I don't want to do that though. There's very interesting opportunities in there, sure, but I don't. By the way, you're gonna see some ladies pop up in here. Ladies, unless it's a unique lady, ladies can only be yellow, blue, or purple. They can't be the pure combat focused troops. But yeah. There are some unique ladies. Sun Shanxiang, Sun Ren, whatever, that I'm trying to marry Cao Ren to, but I can't because I don't know Sun Jian. Yeah, I just don't. Sun Ren is a red general. A very good combatant in general. Anyway. Yeah. He's gonna start getting attrition, so he wants to come out and fight. I'm gonna quick save because I'm not that confident. Alright. Let's see how it goes.
I see truth in our purpose, and so to victory! The winds of victory blow in our favor.
They're all sparkling nonsense. Okay. In general, if you control directly the battle, you can do a little better than what, at least a little better than what the AI calculates. But of course, if you make mistakes, you're gonna do worse. Shut up, boys. Okay. Reinforcements over here, and then the main army's over here. There's this weird rock formation here, which maybe we can use as an anchor. You get our troops like here. This is also a weird little thing that the AI is gonna have trouble pathing around. Alright. Get over here. Can I have them over here actually? I'm not sure. It's always a question whether I want the heroes or with the cavalry, because they're on horses most of the time. Do I want them with the cavalry or do I want them on their own? I think I'm gonna have them on the army with the army on this one. Yay, waiting out the enemy is over. Enough dilly-dallying, as they say. Honestly, I'm glad they're doing this. I would have also been okay if they accepted taking attrition, but I'm glad they're doing this. The reason I didn't want to attack is because the city towers are fucking overpowered. They're not overpowered, but if you clog up the entrance and then you have to spend a lot of time under fire trying to get through, it's very painful. And the AI, in fact, always underestimates how strong that is when it's calculating the victory condition. So it was saying close defeat. I don't think I could have overcome close defeat as easily as I can here. because the towers were being undervalued by the AI. Typically, they're undervalued. Anyway, what do you do again? Can use if not an elephant. For 15 seconds, he's gonna go faster. Oh, okay. So for 15 seconds, he has a very good charge, and then he gets more fatigue for 1 second. Interesting. He's made to charge into people. It's a unique ability, I think.
Look out! Enemy reinforcements are here!
Boys, you're supposed to be attacking me. Hello? Where are you going? He's trying to regroup, I guess. I'll let him. It's fine. They are all very much weaker than me. A lot of them are strategists, though. Only this guy could possibly duel. The strategists, yeah, cannot duel. And this guy's hidden. Zangba might accept a duel. I'd rather duel with Xiaodun, because this guy would be better used charging into troops, but, you know. We lost vision of them. One thing to note, strategists, not all of them, but does he have walls? Hard to see anything over there. He doesn't because he's attacking. He would have walls and a whole city to defend if I was attacking the settlement. That's not what's happening. He's attacking out here and the garrison is reinforcing. I'm gonna put this on triple speed because it's gonna take a while for him to do anything. What was I saying? I was gonna say something, I think. Out of range. I think he's gonna accept though. We're going to reject duels. I was gonna say, oh yeah, strategists. I think this guy has it actually. No. This. Increased cooldown of abilities. It increases it by 5 seconds every 5 seconds. So, yeah. If you're within 50 meters of this guy, you cannot use abilities. It's actually kind of powerful. But he's shit in combat, so just beat him up and then you're gonna be fine. You know. That sort of thing. Alright, running forward, are you? He does have cavalry. Ideally, we catch his cavalry with ours. Because his cavalry is going to try to flank us and get to our archers. We'll see. This dude's getting a little ahead. Still out of range. Are you slow? The heavy tiger and leopard cavalry is slow, apparently. Compared to the rest. Alright, Cav. Alright, Cav. He's sending some troops to try to intercept my Cav. Oh, right, I'm at very high speed, huh? There's a bunch of his troops that are just behind a bunch, which is weird. Oh god, fire arrows? Rude. Alright. We're actually gonna run out of there because I don't want to fight all of this. My cav is not strong enough for this, especially without a hero accompanying them. Ah, sending some cav after me, are you? Wait, that's not the correct one. Get over here.
Find your focus, or I will surely destroy you.
Be patient! I will get to you in due time.
His cavalry is backing off for some reason. Let's just get rid of these archers real quick. And then move on. What are these doing? I think he tried to charge at my hero before realizing a duel was coming. This needs to be done before the infantry actually gets here. Enemy runs. He's gonna try to deal with my heavy leopard cavalry instead. Alright, disengage, disengage! Charge at these. Help them. This is fast cavalry, it's gonna be fine. Move them closer. Alright. Get wrecked. How's this going? Relatively poorly. We're probably not shooting the correct ones. Shoot these, they're about to break anyway. We were shooting these. They're weak to archer fire, so it's fine. Go deal with this. Actually, gonna use this big ability over here. He doesn't have that many meat. Oh, yeah, my cavalry is actually distracting a lot of his infantry, is it? This is interesting. I forgot to put my archers on a control group to control the shooting a little better. Let's make everybody better. I forgot to use the hamstring. Let's do that. Uh-oh. Spearman! Get out! Get out! Get out! Uh-oh. This is bad. They got caught. Well, most of them got out, but this is bad for the morale. Okay, we're winning this part, so that's good. Go deal with this. These are running. Go deal with this. I'm gonna deactivate this for the moment.
Does battle wear you out? Is that your best?
Okay. When they're flashing with color like this, they could regroup and come back. When they're like this, they're done for good. So what I'm gonna do here is keep harassing them with the archers to try to get them in this state so they don't come back.
The enemy general is fallen.
The duel's done. Alright. Keep running, boys, by the way.
But no match.
Cataphracts are gonna be fine, don't worry about it. Alright, this guy needs to get back on his horse. He's kind of stranded now. He's gonna be fine, but he's kind of stranded now. This is a bunch of archers. I don't like this, because I need my cav to really deal with them. They're gonna run away from me otherwise. And my cav is busy. Alright. Why are they exchanging places like this? Eh, whatever. Alright, get wrecked, bitch. Back away. I'm gonna have you deal with the archers, I think. Because this is a problem. Shooting these. This is fine. What is this gap over here? What the hell are you doing, boys? Alright, hold on. This attacks here, this attacks here. Hello? This is winning. There's no point in doing this. Oh, see, these archers rallied. These ones haven't because Cao Cao's harassing them. Alright, we're gonna deal with these though. This is a bit tight. Do it! Charge! Get fucking wrecked! And then get fatigued out, I guess. Alright, this comes here. You're gonna go help out Xiao Yuan. Archer, not archers. Cav, get over here. Charge into the generals. These really need some help over here, though. The Cav's gonna take over the generals. Fully broken. Everything over here. Go help out Xiao Dun. You can hamstring. Why not? Attack this, by the way, not the routing enemies. By the way, the collar inside here represents their health. This guy has lost a tiny bit of health. You can see Xiao Yuan has lost some as well. Xiao Dun's fine though, but he's not fighting pikemen on a horse. This guy is. He should maybe dismount. He can do that. Double mount. Alright, generals are running. This is fine. This is not fine, but whatever. Strike this one. This one's running. Leave him alone. Focus on this. What are the archers doing? Shoot at this. Shoot over. Get over here. These swordsmen are very motivated at getting whatever this is. G-Militia. Alright, that's another general fleeing. Could rally, but it's fine. Leave one chasing this so that they don't rally. Oh shit! Fucking outflanked again. Where the hell did they come from? They got 4 years. There was probably a governor in ZP. An administrator, that is. Administrators, when they're not in an army, are gonna be parked in the capital of the commandery they're administrating, and they're going to be part of the defense. So he's here. Okay, this is just gonna keep them running. Please just get them. Alright. This is done. I should go catch these, because spearmen aren't going to catch that like ever. Do you think a bunch of spearmen, spare guards, are going to beat a strategist? Yes, because it's a strategist, it's not a warrior at all. Okay, these cav are done. We're gonna shoot these. Get them to rout. The charge from behind should rout these. This guy rallied, but he's... As soon as I have some cav running after him, he's gonna die. So as soon as these rout, we're basically done here. Oh, he's routing already. He's done. Alright. Alright, take all your horse back. This is one where I'm going to want to capture as many as possible, because whoever's left will still be defending. So we're going to want to capture and take out as many troops as possible. That includes the heroes. The heroes can do this. They're on horses. Yeah. Sometimes they lose their horses in the fight, so kind of have to check, but yeah. So this guy isn't on a horse, but like I toggled it off. Dude, I toggled his horse over here. Dude, get on your fucking horse. Okay, whatever. I guess he's just gonna do that. We're gonna do this. This cav ain't doing shit. You can go to this, I guess. Please get on your goddamn horse. Goodness. I'm just watching to make sure they're all running after something. This is a bit of a boring part, but I'm just trying to make sure that the next battle goes smoothly. As smoothly as possible. Okay, what are the comments? They've got 4 heroes. Yeah, well, one less now since you won the duel. Yeah, but they had 4, and that part of that was just because of the administrator was there. I'm pretty sure that's what it was, but I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Archers, territorial archers. I don't know what that unit is. Are you on your horse yet? Okay, good. Do you think you can catch up to one? Probably not. That's unfortunate. Oh well. I needed him off his horse, so... Get these. Like, there was no real reinforcement. So, no, I'm pretty damn sure it was an administrator, because I remember that in the screen that was telling me, oh, I'm getting attacked, there was Cao Cao's army, and on the other side you had the 2 portraits. And normally there should have been the army that was garrisoned there, plus the portrait of the garrison leader. Some, generic captain dude. But it was a strategist instead, so the strategist must have been the administrator, and in that case he takes over the garrison. I can end it at any time by clicking claim victory, but I just let it run its course. There's gonna be this many troops left inside defending. Yeah, Miju was defending the... Miju had the garrison itself. Cavalry did a lot of work. The heroes as well. Cao Cao killed 226. That's insane. Archers did a lot of work.
It is just as it should be.
Lost 268 instead of the battle. Oh, and sometimes you capture characters. Most of the time I just release them. If they're like really powerful characters, I will execute them, because you don't look at the retinue to determine if they're powerful, because when a character dies, he gets the option of replacing him with someone else. I mean, as long as he has someone available not doing anything, he can just replace him and the retinue isn't lost. So neither of these are particularly powerful. I don't know why this one's worth more, but whatever.
They are insignificant.
Maybe he's the heir or something? I'm gonna take the money.
May they remember.
Or a bit strapped for cash. Oh, that guy needs a horse pocket. Pocket where he can store his horse. Yeah, classic video game stuff. I don't know. Does he not know he's in a video game? Just do your video game thing. Oh, Sun Jian died. That always happens. Maybe it doesn't happen if you're playing as him, but I've never played as him. But I've seen this happen every time, so yeah. Alright, I'm pretty sure this is over now, right? Decisive victory, I don't have to do anything. His army is going to be exterminated.
Another step towards order.
86 lost. I would have lost more if I actually played this one, because of the fucking towers. I'm telling you. Ooh, Tao Qian. Fuck you.
They are cattle, nothing
You killed my father. Prepare to die. And there you go. Vengeance. Sweet, sweet vengeance. My throat is getting a little raw. I'm gonna go get a glass of water, I think. I'll be right back. Was he worth more? The guy that was worth more was disloyal? Because the disloyal guy could not be convinced to work for me. I get the feeling it was like the hair or something. It was a green guy. So maybe it was the hair. I don't know. Maybe it was worthwhile to kill him. Who knows? Establish your power. Oh, I got the rank of second marquis, did I? Yeah. I'm gonna have some stuff to do then. Right, so I captured the thing. It has a prestige, I guess. 4 prestige from this thing. That was enough to get me marquis. Huang Shao. Goodness. I'm playing as Huang Shao? It's a fucking nightmare. Oh, you're surrounded by enemies. I had Liu Bei, an army consisting of Liu Bei, Guan Yu, and Zhang Fei attacking me, and I was like, oh my fucking god. I tried to fight them, and the heroes alone almost won single-handedly. That fight, I was like, ah, what? My whole army took down like half their HP. Why? Why is this happening to me? Anyway, that was a thing that happened. But then, you know, in the subsequent fights, the heroes were down half HP. And heroes do recover HP, but it's not that fast. So I eventually wore them down, but it was like, oh my god. Oh my god. And then I captured Zhang Fei and I executed the shit out of him. There's still Liu Bei and Guan Yu, but they're not in armies anymore. And I beat the other armies. Yeah, anyway. I'm gonna stop talking about this. It was a 19-year-old guy with a disloyal trade. Not this guy. He doesn't even have disloyal. Oh, Zangba, there you are. Potential turncoats is potential people you could hire as spies. I think I unlocked spying actually. Second marquee unlocks the spy. I kind of never spy. It's complicated for no reason. It does have some really powerful stuff, but, you know, it's whatever. Not counting generals. Okay. Book of Ceremonies. Authority, Satisfaction, Public Order, and then Mr. Commandery. That's pretty good. And then an Authority Sword. I think Cao Cao's sword is better, so whatever. So, Doom. Okay. Yeah, whatever. Zhu Jun! I remember Zhu Jun. He was one of the main generals of Wu when I was attacking Wu as Shizie. One of his main armies was Zhu Jun, Huang Gai, and Sun Ren. Yeah, the assignment is over already. That happened, we saw it. Killed this guy in battle. Killed this guy in battle. We're rivals because we kill people and we hate each other. We're not family anymore? What the fuck? Okay, whatever. Whatever, game. Whatever you say. We're not family anymore. Alright, what are you doing? Let's see how Dune. Scare is pretty good. All spare infantry. If I'm getting shot at, my melee damage gets better, and I get mighty knockback, which is funny. It's weird. This is funny, but I think this is a reference to the fact that he gets shot in the eye and survives. It's called Vengeance and everything. This is a unique character, so he gets unique traits if the game feels like it, and I'm pretty sure that's unique to him. I think I'd rather get that, though. This is good, but he's commanding infantry mostly, so it's not as relevant as, you know, cavalry speed. It is relevant, just not as relevant. I think Scare is going to be just great. Encourage is going to be good too. Guerrilla deployment, not as pertinent, but pertinent nonetheless. Oh, Reward the Filion and Incorrupt is one of the best things ever. If you're having satisfaction issues, anyway. Hold on a second, I don't like these colors. There we go. Alright, well, I can't move with Cao Cao anymore. If we produce enough food, maybe we can even build some of these. There's a 9 food difference there, so, you know, it's a little big, but if I can produce enough food, I should try to get all the farmland I can, if only because that's a unique building chain for me, but also because it's going to allow me to get a few of these as well. For now we can't, though. We're gonna build this. I think we also focus these, because these eventually, yeah, well, they branch right here. Level 3 they branch. You can make them focus on food or peasant. I think we're going to focus them on peasant if we're going to be trying to base our economy on peasant income. I've never tried to do that. We'll see if that's actually viable or something. We're going to want this. That's a farmland, so that's a, you know, a good reason to want it. We're probably going to try to kill him. Donghai, as I recall, yeah, is on the coast. This is the rest of Donghai. Well, we're just, you know, we're just all-inning this side. My credibility is getting quite high. Oh, my faction rate increases it. Interesting. What kind of thing can I do? Oh, trade agreement. I get a second one because I'm a second marquee. Liu Chong would die. I'm gonna want to fight Liu Chong because unfortunately he took part of my capital commandery. So let's trade with Liu Dai. Just sign it. I'm not gonna be very greedy. Donghai means Eastern Sea. How can it be a coast? I mean, it's on the coast of the Eastern Sea. What's the problem with that? It's the commandery of the Eastern Sea. Yeah? Remember, it's the name of the commandery. It's Tanxian and Haizi of the Donghai commandery. I mean, if you had to name any strip of land Donghai, it would be the one that's on the coast of the Eastern Sea. So, you know, it makes sense to me. I forgot to check what we can do with this. What would we want to do with this, though? Like, I'm not sure. We could try to get these two to fight. Once we're ready to fight Liu Chong, once we're done all-inning Tao Ying, we get this as well from Han Empire. We bring our army back. We're probably gonna recruit another army too, but by then. But yeah, we finish all-inning this. We come back. We're gonna want this eventually, but we're not. I don't think we're at war with Wang Shao. War with the Yellow Turban Rebellion, but not with the individual leaders of the Yellow Turban Rebellion, so we're not at war with them. Supposed to be the sea itself, like the body of water. I get that, but if you're gonna have a commandery called like that, this or this or this or whatever would be the one you call it that. You understand what I mean? Also, maybe they did call it that back then. Like, it's not necessarily the devs' fault. Maybe there was a commandery called Donghai back then. ZLP definitely existed. Oh hey, Hulao Pass. Completely useless pass, but whatever. I mean, you can just sail the Yellow River and not bother with Hulao Pass. I don't remember that much. It's kind of funny. I think we're, like, I could spy. I don't want to. Oh my god, 3 spies? Jesus. No thank you? Like, spying is a lot of maintenance. It doesn't do... Oh, administrator, though. So there's a basic thing that everybody's gonna have. It's position effects, right? So more armies faction-wide. That always happens if you have an administrator anyway. No desires, whatever. Minus 30% corruption and plus 15 income from all sources. For that commandery that is getting administered, that always happens. Administrator effects from this guy in particular is something that depends on their stats. Construction cost specifically depends on their expertise. So the purple ones make good administrators for that reason. However, so Eugen would be a good, would be the best administrator among these. However, there's also, you also have to consider the perks, right? Eugen probably has good perks, but you get some perks for administered commandery that can affect your decision. From Commerce, Silk, and Spice, you know, these purple ones made really good administrators for Shizi, because Shizi tends to focus on trade, commerce, and stuff, and Spice. And this was really good on top of everything else. But yeah, he doesn't really help the income from peasants. And then you have, I'm pretty sure one of these. Well, already public order is going to help because getting taxes out of peasantry does lower the public order in general, but yeah, this guy, green guy, also, you know, can give us more income from peasantry. I think we get Dian Wei as administrator for now. He looks like a good warrior, but he'd be a good administrator at the moment. And the next time he levels up, he's going to get experience from being an administrator. Next time he levels up, we get trust. That helps his army in general, but also helps like the commandery. It's pretty good. Oh, that's a good one. I love Reward Filion and Corrupt. I don't think it's as good with Cao Cao because Cao Cao clearly doesn't have any satisfaction issues. And that's because he's an authority master. Cheesy has a lot of problems with satisfaction, and that one reward, the Filial and Incorrupt that I keep mentioning, it increases the satisfaction of everybody by 10. It's kind of amazing. I'm talking a lot and not really playing a lot, am I? I was saying I want the Anway in here. Construction cost doesn't really go down much. Oh, you also have to choose which commandery he's going to administer. It's going to be this one. What do you mean, no? What do you mean, no? Okay, there we go. That worked out. Grand Commandant. It's recruitment cost and doesn't matter who has it. Cao Ren and Xiao Yuan are gonna want offices, so I guess I'm gonna give it to one of these two. It's more of a military thing, so why not give it to the warrior? Seems logical. Eugen, I'm so sorry. This doesn't really do anything for us. It's going to increase the salary by like a lot. And that sucks. But, yeah. And it doesn't really help our income. Because we don't get anything from... Maybe I shouldn't have put someone in there then. Costs at 350 and we don't really have any industry income, so we don't really care. Okay, comments, I'm sorry, was ignoring you. Are there any penalties for not having enough rivals, or are the political relations like there in U4? Not in the same way. I would say at some point you're going to want allies. Like I mentioned, directly owning 95 counties is a pain in the butt. You're going to want to vassalize people at some point. There's a whole system of coalitions and alliances that is right there for you to play around with. But yeah, it's not really the same. You don't designate rivals and stuff. Talking of water, just realized the 5 categories correspond to the 5 Chinese elements: water, fire, wood, metal, and earth. Oh, I didn't know that, but that's interesting, actually. Very much so. Yeah. Cool. It's very nice. I don't like these elements as much as the elements from the Greeks. I think the Greeks were more right than the Chinese were, but you know. And that sounds weird because you're like, but the elements. Why would fire, air, water, and earth be the more correct than those ones? And I would say those 4 elements more describe the state in which you find elements, right? You've got gas, liquid, solid, and energy type things. That's why I think it describes better, it better encompasses everything that is around. So wood, for example, would be a mix of mostly solid, liquid, and fire, actually. Energy. It does produce some energy with the photosynthesis and everything. So mostly those 3 elements. Anyway. Tao Ying wants peace for 2000. I want your lens. Fuck you.
A stupid choice.
You're stupid. I mean, if I get wrecked on the west because I got my armies over here, maybe it is stupid, but we're not there yet. Revenge is schemed against old adversaries. Corruption to Tao. Yeah, I'm doing that. Don't worry about it, game. I'm on it. Here we go. Alright, we should do that, because he just recruited a whole bunch of people. Lady Mi would be the wife of Tao Chan, isn't it? Let me just check. I'm curious. Tao Ying? Oh, it's not. Who's Lady Mi? What? The hell? I don't know who this Lady Mi is. She looks unique. She's a yellow. She's a commander. Nature's ally. Decent, if not great. Anyway, he just recruited a whole bunch of stuff. I don't want to let all of these troops get to full power. He just spent a whole lot of money on them too. If I just take them out here, he's probably broke and done. Fire element would be plasma in your model, or bosons. Something like that, but yes. It's not my model, it's the Greek model, but I'm just saying that's probably what they had in mind when they had this thing. What is the whole world made of? Things that are solid, things that are liquid, and things that are like air, gas. And then there's fire, which doesn't enter any of these categories. It's more like energy, I guess, so it's its own thing. But, you know. That's why I feel like that model better encompasses everything in the world than having wood and metal be their own elements. Like, they're just... I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. It doesn't actually matter. It's a thought I was having at some point. Oh, Zhang Hong looks unique. Adept Diplomat. He's also, you know, a cunning character, which I don't have. Gojia is gone as well, so... He values kindness and admires refinement. No past loyalties, he's just never been used. By the way, at some point in the game, you see a good character in here and you're like, I should check his past loyalties, because maybe he's a spy from the AI. The AI does spy on you sometimes. Fish. Yeah, whatever. A couple people got killed in battle. I should have looked, actually. I'm curious if that lady got killed. I'm starting to think, especially, well, I have practically no income. I don't know what this is about. I need better income. I think I'm gonna need to... Oh, I have a border with Liu Bei. You know what? Let's form a coalition with him. Yuan Shao wants to form a coalition. Liu Bei doesn't. Alright, whatever. Military access? Maybe. No aggression pact? Liu Bei! You're usually friendlier than this. Anyway, I'd like to trade with him. That seems like a good trading partner. We've discovered him, so, you know, it's a possibility now. I think next turn we get a reform. I'm probably going to get the trade agreement, the extra trade agreement, because that's going to be straight like $300 to $400 in the pockets every turn. Chen! Man, we're gonna want all three of these, plus this. I mean, I can, but that's gonna be all of the buildings for this. Which one do I start with? That's an excellent question. I don't think this does enough for my income. It's only $19, but minus 10. This I don't have the public order to really support. It would do a lot though. I'm torn. I get the feeling peasant income isn't exactly the greatest source of income, to be honest. I'm trying it, but I'm not impressed by it. I don't think this is the correct building to make here. I don't know. I guess I'll take this. It's an offensive, if anything. Pangcheng. Oh god, I need to build city. It's too much of an investment for what it's actually going to do for me, though. So I don't want to. My hair is he's young. He is 4 years old, kind of a baby. Someone teched for ultimogeniture. That's his eldest, though, isn't it? No, Cao Ang is his eldest, but I don't know. That's how it starts. I don't know how much I care to change it. I might. The thing is, your hair does give you. If you have a good hair, it does give you some bonuses, but whatever. We're fine. We're fine. Let's keep going. I need more income so I can field more troops. I feel like I'd like to get an army started in the west, but maybe I'll wait until I'm done with tallying and stuff. I think I have a trade agreement with you. I do. Look, it's right there. It's a trade partner. Sure, I'm not going to attack a trade partner. 186 seems low. That's all you're gonna give, though. Okay. Sometimes they try to negotiate something that's more to their advantage. But by the way, if you do a deal and it's not on 0, like it's got points in their favor, they're actually gonna like you more. It's a way to improve relations with the AI. I clicked that a little too fast. I don't know who's Oath Sworn anymore. This is the final one, so Garrett. Oh, it's level 4. God damn it. I'm gonna win, but I have to wait. That's how it goes. Oh. Trade. Give me trade. I know I said I'd focus on this side of the whole thing. More administrative positions. Oh. Ah. I mean, I like it. I would put that in ZP and get building on ZP. I could put Eugene on ZP and get him building the whole place up. That's nice, but I want the trade agreement. I want the income. The quick income boost. Assuming Liu Bei agrees. Liu Chong? Okay, I guess Liu Bei probably has filled up. Hold on. Let me check my... Yeah, he's filled. He still only has one trade partner, though. I think I sit on it, which is weird, but if I... Because he's still a noble. He's going to get a second one, presumably pretty soon. Liu Bei starts out pretty strong. He starts out with only this, but he has heroes and an army that can just rampage across this area. At least it's not Cavalcine. Isn't the strength of your character authority administration? Authority administration is not the only source of income. It's the source of income if you're trying to tax peasants. I don't have that many peasants to tax yet. Honestly, cunning and trade and commerce is probably the fastest way to build up your income. The family estates varies depending on who you start out as, but it's just a baseline. It never changes. So my income is like taxation and trade. Taxation being a mix of industry, peasant. It's all these sources basically, but it's basically only peasants. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is peasantry. Pengcheng is the other one. Peasantry as well. I just don't have that many peasants. I'm sorry. It's just there. So this is all between peasantry. Oh, I can just show you here. Commanderies, and it's all peasantry. And then trade. Trade is a very quick way to just improve. Your commandery income will surpass greatly trade income as you build up your cities and commanderies, but early on, the quickest way to build it up is to just get trade agreements. Lady Bian, what is she doing? She's doing that. Okay. Public order is not terrible. I don't think I'm ever going to want to use her in a combat situation. She's yellow. It's just not the greatest. So basically, at the moment, you're going to ruin Tao Ying just to get his place as Liu Bei trade partner, not to avenge the father. Is he the trade partner? Oh, he is! Oh my god, that's fantastic. I didn't even notice that. No, I was counting on Liu Bei becoming second marquis soon. Second marquis would give him an extra trade partner, like it did for me. I got the 2 thanks to that. I didn't even think of that, but yeah, I'm gonna kill him and then just take his place. I'm also taking revenge on him and honestly just getting bigger. I'm getting more peasants to tax. It's not like that big of a secret. Liu Dai wants to form a coalition. That's interesting. We'll get back to that though. I have thoughts about getting him to help me against Liu Chong. At the same time, I don't want him to take the lens because I want them for myself. But you know, that might be a thing we do. We'll see. Why not? Just checking. Don't mind me, I'm just checking what the commanderies look like. Alright, Chen wants to build a thing. That seems reasonable. Wait, assignments. I have none going right now. Well, there's one going here. Do we send Cao Ren or Yujin? Cao Ren probably. Yujin I'd rather have as an administrator. Right. I think we wait next turn to build because it's gonna finish on the same turn anyway if we do it next turn because it's going to take one less turn. And it's gonna cost less, so that's, you know, clever. I just got here, right? Yeah. I think that's it.
You would not need fear us.
I am not going to pay you to not get attacked, thank you.
So be it.
I would like an aggression pact, but I don't feel the need to pay you for it. Especially since my army is in position to repel you anyway. I mean, it's only 240, it's not like it cost anything, but... out of principle, I'm not paying you to not attack me, okay? Tuoba Liwei. That is a name. Attacker, supply, shortage. Yang Song, who seems to be a commander. Whatever. That's all I have to say about that. I'm over it.
My ambition is coming to fruition. This place is ours now.
Sergeant's ice. Oh, that happened. That is a legend of what happened. One-eyed. Gives him the scare ability, which I gave him anyway, I think. Challenge successful. We're gonna get more income and stuff. That's nice. Get wrecked. Ah, we're trying to get Luo Yang now. Luo Yang being this. It got burnt. It's gonna cost 8,000 just to get it running again, which is really nice. Mi Fang. That's new. I think that used to be a Tao Yang, a Tao Ying character. Destroy mission issued. Oh, Yuan! Finally he can get the tiger cav. That's nice. Gonna make you run faster. Well, your retinue mostly. Alright, Cao needs to chill and, you know, and get some forces back. Liu Bei. 386. That's a lot of income. I'm gonna leave it there. I can negotiate for money, but I'm hoping this makes him like me so much that he's gonna stop asking for money for stuff like this. See, he's gonna stop asking for money for this. Okay, he would ask for that though. There we go.
We are in agreement.
Yes, we are. Kind of want this because I already have a capital, but I'm not gonna, you know, insist too much on it. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking of my Huangshao campaign, and oh, this is such a struggle. Everybody's at war with you. Alright. 1600. I can maybe get an army going. Let's see. I don't have many characters, do I? Can I recruit some interesting ones? Zhang Hong would be a good one. I think. That's gonna increase my... I don't know. I'm thinking I recruit Zhang Hong Jun because he's red. That's the only reason. And then I get Dian Wayne there. I don't like getting administrators in armies, but this early I don't think I have a choice. I want to limit the amount of well, I'm definitely getting this one. I want to limit the amount of... Oh, that was a mission. I forgot about that. I completely forgot about that. I want to limit the amount of salaries, god damn it, that I'm paying out, because it's eating in there too. I don't think I have enough money to just get everybody though, right? For now it's just Zhang Hong and Dian Wei probably for the army. Which one should lead? Night battles and stuff, you know? I think he's gonna lead because the next thing I get him is this, and it's when commanding, right? But yeah, this is an archer leader. So he's gonna have a whole bunch of archers. Ability, 2 Zhans. Can target if missile attack possible. Enable if friendly units are in range with this ability. Can use if friendly units. Huh? I think what that means is just archers do 20% more range damage. It's passive, but it's like the condition is so weird. This is... Oh, wait. I think what that means is if both Zhangs are there, this ability is enabled. I don't have the other Zhang though. I don't think it's even available. Well, his ability is kind of useless. I still want him to lead though. But, yeah. Okay, hold on. This game is Total War and a Total Trade and Total Diplomacy. But you have to do some of both though. You can't... It's still very much Total War, but you do have to do some diplomacy. It's a lot easier to do diplomacy in this game than it used to be, because you had to walk a diplomat all the way to their lands. It was annoying. Sierra cannot compete with Date Masamune for the title of One-Eyed Dragon. Well, he always could. It's part of his legend. Alright. Leave me alone, I want to raise an army. We prepare an army here. Starts with this guy. Get in here, please. Continues with Dian Wei. It's going to prepare Dian Wei's retinue as well. Oh, siege! I forgot. You can get siege. You can get straight up artillery. I don't want that right now. I don't have the income to afford this much upkeep cost. I think we want 4 units of crossbows. Never mind these. Fuck these even. And then we're gonna add 4 units of this, but we're not gonna replace these. So we're gonna have 6 frontline, 4 archers. Seems reasonably balanced. No cavalry, which is scary. That would be the 3rd character, a red one, ideally. Ideally level 3, so we can get the tigers, but yeah. That would be our army. I don't think I have the upkeep to do it though. I have plenty of money to just recruit stuff. It's the upkeep that's worrisome. Right, and I'm replacing these. So upkeep's gonna be fine. It's barely moving. Barely have no income. I'm preparing this army to go do an alpha strike on Liu Chong now. This is the diplomacy character too, so we're totally gonna be doing total diplomacy stuff. We're gonna prepare the terrain by getting Liu Dai. Let's ask military access to Liu Dai. He's going to accept. He's gonna like us a little bit more, and then negotiate Liu Dai.
A pleasure.
Oh, that's interesting. I didn't see that. Anyway. War. Instigate a proxy war. With Liu Chong. He's very much into that. This is where I had asked Yuan Shao to give me money. I'm not going to do that right now. He's going to need his $3,000. I'm going to ask him to do that. He's going to attract attention, Liu Chong's attention up here. He might even take this capital, but Liu Chong is going to send his troops here. And I can just strike at Chen, which is what I care about. And then it's a matter of defending my commandery until Cao Cao reinforces, which is going to take a while because Cao Cao is going to take this first.
A reasonable offer.
But I'm assuming once I get these, and as my income grows, I'm going to be able to afford my cavalry, and I'm going to be fine defending against Liu Chong. Sounds like a Gwent game. Get to have to play the two games together to get a bonus ability. Maybe a little. It's the first time I see something like this in this game. This is why it took me a while to decipher what the fuck's going on. But yeah. This is pretty weird. What costs very little and increases my income significantly? This is going to increase by 15%. So 20 something. It's not great, but sure. I'd rather maybe improve this. It's plus 20, but then 20 plus 187%, so quite a bit actually. I guess that's it for this turn. That's it for this turn.
We patiently await your answer.
45.
If that is your choice.
It is. Fuck you. It's a bit too aggressive, I guess. Yuan Shao is not particularly aggressive towards me, so it's rather uncalled for to just, you know, swear him out of the room. Expertise and authority. Seems like a nice armor. Out of curiosity, like, did he actually do it? Overpopulation. That'll happen at some point, I'm sure. Overpopulation as well. Raise a force. I just did that. No. I don't want to do it again. Alright, well. It's happening. Liu Dai. Oh, he is. Okay, good. Good. He's at war with Wang Shao. Oh my. War on all fronts, isn't it? Alright, well. It's good that that's happening. Spend one more turn getting your stuff back, I suppose. It's gonna take a while to get there, that's unfortunate. Duoba Liwei. Such a weird name. It's our Ren, leveled up. Oh, this is tempting. It's tempting to get this and then make him my my heir, but nah. Well, I'm gonna get it, but I'm not gonna make him my heir. I don't think he's gonna stay an assignment dude forever. I think I'm gonna get him in an army at some point, so I'm gonna go up and get the army traits. The good ones, anyway. I think that's all we're doing. We're just sitting tight and waiting for troops to arrive. Oh, I have a third cheat? Oh boy. I don't have anybody that has anything useful to do though. Alright, I want this. It's going to greatly improve the garrison, so we're going to want that. It's going to help defend ourselves if we have to. It's not a given yet, but you know. We still haven't encountered Sun. So we can't marry Cao Ren to Sun Ren, which is unfortunate. Does Liu Bei have anybody interesting to marry? Lady Gan, Jian Yong. Are you sure that's his son? They're the same age. I guess he adopted him. that is a thing he can do. Oh. Maybe. So marriage usually costs something, except when it's a diplomatic marriage.
Good to see you.
Receive an offer is just a matter of, oh, they're not gonna like each other. That's not great. Alright, let's just forget about that then. I don't know. Maybe we just... As soon as, like, starts down here, maybe we're gonna encounter him over here. I don't know. We're gonna sit on that for a second.
Prepare your forces. War has come.
Oh. Well, Cao Cao's in position for that, I guess. Zirong's over here. To the right. I didn't expect that's what I was going to be doing. Okay. There's a coalition forming, clearly. Oh, Cao Cao got a son? Daughter. Okay, daughter. Whole bunch of coalitioning happening. One thing that's cool is there's this faction grouping thing, so you can see there's a coalition of the Great Plains. Oh, it's Yuan Shao. Of course it's Yuan Shao. And then Yuan Shao did Wang Kuang, and then Wang Kuang was like, let's invite all these people! Yay! That does give Liu Dai a whole bunch of allies he can call to his help against Liu Chong. Oh. I'm gonna keep waiting and seeing. Alright. Zirong, what are you doing? I mean, come on. Yeah, we're gonna start moving this way. If he doesn't invade, I can invade this. There's a path here too, but we gotta expect him to attack. You'd imagine that's what he's gonna do. Maybe we should try to get peace out of some people. Are you not sure you want to be at war with us? Dong Zhuo typically asks for you to be a vassal before he's gonna go to peace, so not really an option here. Alright, Anton. Yes, I didn't like your aggressive expansion. Maybe. Not necessarily, but maybe. The ways of the AI are a little Mysterious. In the whole bunch of among the and then Wan Shao makes a coalition into an alliance. I don't know how many of those actually stayed. Looks like all of them. I'm going to explain the difference in a moment. Alright, so now they're all calling each other to help. Gao Gan declared war on Dong Shuo. That's very daring. Ma Teng is attacking Han, and so Dong Shuo, because Han is a vassal of Dong Shuo. There's a whole bunch of war happening. A lot of it is in the west. Han Sui is over here, Ma Teng is over here. So they're going to be fighting Dong Shuo. Meanwhile, Alliance of the Locust Tree. Yep, basically stayed together. Oh! Liu Dai opted out of that. So our friend Liu Dai did not want to be in an alliance. The difference is coalition, everybody's independent but then can call other members of the coalition to help them. Like if you declare war on a member of coalition, you're not declaring war on the whole coalition, but then they can call the rest of the coalition to help, etc. But it's not binding. They can still refuse to help, offensively or defensively. A military alliance is a military fucking alliance. You're still only declaring war to one of the members, I think. I'm not sure actually. I've never attacked a member of an alliance. The main point, though, the difference is they take decisions together. If one of them wants to declare war on someone, he needs to submit, do we declare war on this character? And then everybody gets to vote on it, and you need a majority of votes to actually declare war. Making peace, same thing. That's how I understand it. But I haven't been part of many alliances and whatnot, so I don't know the full thing. I've been part of coalitions, but I see the game describes alliances as binding, and I'm like, I do not want to depend on the AI to declare wars, so fuck that. I have never accepted to be part of an alliance. But yeah, that's a thing. I said I was gonna do this. 187 goes to 225. That was somewhat worth it. That's why we put him there. So this guy declared war while being very clearly weaker than me. I'm not sure what his plan was, but I'm gonna take his shit now. This commandery is pretty big. It's all three of these, and this is typically very valuable. If it's on the coast, it's always very valuable. Especially if it's a commandery capital. Anyway, but it seems I can't build anything. Next turn is reform time, which is going to be nice. Oh, this guy's almost done as well. It's winter, though. I don't know about that. Alright, give it one more turn. The alliances where the AI can make decisions about your wars usually don't work to your advantage, especially you have to carry. I mean, yeah. I just don't want to have to depend on the AI to be able to go to war. It's just so dumb. Living in harmony. It's how Ren and Eugen like each other. Good for them! Who gives a shit? Alright. That clay pig. What to do? I should probably look at their equipment. He's equipped with what? Ceremonial sword? It's cunning he needs, but none of these give cunning, so... yeah, whatever. This is definitely better than anything he could have. Oh, wait, I could give this to Dian Wei. It would give public order to the capital, which might in turn... I need more building slots. I need to get this. So the thing is, I mean, oh, it's the garrison though. It's only +5. But if I give Dian with the thing, it's gonna be a lot anyway. But then I can get the building that increases taxes but reduces public order. It increases taxes by a lot too, but I need this. Alright, diplomacying. Hold on. How much do I have? 62. Not very much. Who's rich? 12k. That's pretty good. No idea. Most of them is no idea. He's rich, but he hates me. Wait. What? Oh. This is attitude of, yeah. Because I've clicked on him, it's the attitude of everybody in regards to him. Liu Bei only has 3,000. Equal. I think Liu Bei's fine. Hey. Yeah, he doesn't like that. Doesn't matter. I'm not here for that. I have 19 excess? Damn. I could give him some food, it's fine. Not 19. 5 seems reasonable, but not worth much. Yeah, see, 7. And then it barely increases how much it's worth, so 7. And then we're gonna give him some ancillaries. So what am I not using? This is good though. I'm never using that. I mean, I probably should just use them, but whatever. I want the money. How much money can I get for all of this? How much do I need? About 1,500. Can I get that? Wonderful. Okay, maybe not that much. God damn it. Where's the make this work button when you need it? I mean, it was right there. I know. The thing is, it tends to just completely change all the things, and I hate it. Anyway, proposed deal. There we go.
Show me great kindness.
Money! Alright, it's dumb, but let's do it anyway. Right, I have a third thing. I forgot about that. I was trying to marry because I needed more characters, but I didn't want to pay salary, so I wanted him through marriage. Forgot what I was doing. Wait. This dude is trying to sneak past me. Hilarious. He's on forced march. It's something I can do too. You go faster, but then you start the battle tired, which is dumb when, you know, you're gonna get engaged like this. Decisive victory, it better be. I don't need to fight this. Yeah, idiot.
My tactics were unmatched.
Indeed. I gained $1,000. Useful. I didn't have to... Okay, I should have done this first, because then I didn't have to trade with Liu Bei, but whatever. It's not stuff I care about anyway.
Let them go. It matters not.
It matters not. It gives me money. Oh, he died? Paid for his sins. Get wrecked. +1 starting rank for all recruits. Sounds good. I mean, I'd love to have stuff like that, but... Or that. But, yeah, more, better ranks for recruits everywhere. That sounds pretty good. Alright, speaking of getting money, yo, idiot chief, you have no army. If you give me all your money,
Choose your words wisely.
I might be lenient and let you live. Is there a make this? No, there isn't. I have to do it myself. Fuck this. Wait. No. I was hoping. How much money do you have? 3,130 is the max he has, and I can't get that high apparently. What about this? You do not value your life more than most of your money. Okay. Nope. How much is your life worth? I kind of don't want to conquer you right now. I'm busy. I want to conquer westwards. There you go. Works.
A successful business.
Thank you for your business. Alright. I just made basically, if you count the 1,300 I made out of crushing his army, I just made $3,000 off of this poor dude. And then I conquer this, and then I can redeploy to the west. We need to get through Liu Chong, get Luo Yang, and start working our way towards Dongshuo, I think. We're gonna want some of this. Ideally, we also, you know, meet Sun Tse would be at this point. At some point. That would help. Yeah, okay. Everybody got killed in battle. That's how I got a rank. And we signed a peace treaty. Garrett. I don't think anybody really wants peace with us. Administrator, though. I probably should have thought about it a little more than that. Actually, now that I think about it. Whoops. Whatever. ZUP is probably where we want the administrator to be. It's gonna be Eugene. And we're gonna build the shit out of this place. Oh yeah. Alright. It does... Oh, there's this too. No. It does increase his salary by 100. Which is a little sad. But... still, I think we can get some good stuff going. We would need to convert it to our kind of thing. Yeah, it's mostly... Oh. Well, I'm gonna want the unique type, no? It increases replenishment, but it seems to produce less food. I don't know. I think we still administrator it. Ew, no! No, Eugene, why? Eugene, this is coming from one of these. This. He's reckless. People hate it. Can I compensate, though, because I really want the 22% discount on buildings? Public order, but that's faction-wide. +4 right here, it's not terrible. It's not good enough, though. Oh, I can get it with a combination of these two. But it seems like a lot to be using on this one, dude. I think we do it anyway. I just really want the 22% reduction on building cost. Should probably have done it from there. And the game crashes. I think. Oh, is it back? Have you got it? Game? Hello? Still frozen? Not crashed, but frozen. There it goes. I'm sorry, by the way. My water, a glass of water actually hit the microphone. You know what? I'm sorry to do this, but it's like 30 minutes from the end of the stream, the maximum of the stream. So I think I'm going to end it here instead of booting the game for like the equivalent of 10 minutes and then practically not play. But this is Total War. This is what we're going to be doing for a little bit in the streams. It's great. I'm having a lot of fun with it. And I hope you're having too, because you're going to see more of it. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. It was lovely to be playing and explaining. We're going to equip one of your generals with a good foe. Does the game auto-save? Yes, at the end of every turn. So we're going to start from as you click end turn, that's when it saves. So yeah, that's where we're going to be starting from. And each game has its own autosave. Like when you start a game, the quick save and the autosave and whatever save you do manually are going to be specific to that game, and they don't overwrite the quick save, autosave, etc. from the other games. Anyway, I'll see y'all next time. Maybe we're going to be redoing a little bit of that turn. That was late in the turn, right? I think we're going to have to beat into submission, Z-Wrong and stuff. Maybe we just don't do the trade with Liu Bei, or we don't trade the ancillaries. We just trade the food, because we don't need the money nearly as much. Anyway, we're going to see about that next time. Have a good evening, night, or whatever you're having right now. Bye.